What's up, everybody? It is I, Sehatha, Blind Seer, All-Purpose Oracle, Medium at Large, Prognosticator Extraordinaire, all of that. I'm here to break you off a random readings video. I'm gonna try to do my best. I don't have any coffee, guys. I've run out. I haven't done a lot of business this week. I'm pretty broke. Y'all haven't hit me up as much as you did last week, so things are a little tight. I'm very low energy. I'm not having a great week. But I'm going to try to put this out there anyway, because, I try to live by the same advice that I give you guys. And one of the things I always say is anything worth doing is worth doing poorly. So if I do a crappy video today, I'm sorry for that. I'm not feeling it. But I know I have a schedule, rough schedule anyway, that I try to maintain since I started this. And I'm trying to stick with that. And I don't want to go too long, because, if I could wait until I had coffee. I'm not going to lie, that would be an option, so that I didn't put out something a little less quality, but it takes me about 2 or 3 days to get a ride to the store. I don't drive. I live in a rural area, and I don't have much of a support system, so it could be another, 2 or 3 days before I get coffee again, if I get the money to get coffee again. So, whatever. We're just going to do this. I hope it doesn't suck. I'll go ahead and shuffle. If you guys would, please buy a reading. Throw me a couple of bucks, even if it's just 5 or 10. It makes a huge difference, especially if a few of you decide to do it around the same time. It adds up a lot, and it would greatly improve my week. As if I have too many weeks like this in a row, I have to find other things to do to make money, and then that's going to take time away from doing this, and I don't want to lose all this momentum that I've built up over this last 9 or 10 months of working and towards this goal, because I had to take a week or two to do some stupid odd job just to get by. So that's the begging portion of this video. I know I do that a lot, you guys, but this is kind of like my only income, really, that I depend on entirely to sustain myself. So if I have a slow week, I do without things, and so does my family, and that's not cool. I don't want to do that to them, and I can't do that to them, actually. If it goes on too long, I have to do other things, because I don't let my family go without. So that concludes the begging portion of this video. We're doing random readings this time, so what we want is whichever reading will be the most beneficial for my audience, for my business, for myself, and for everyone else involved. Looks like it's going to the right. Where'd my cigarette go? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not doing well today. I'll get a book. Something to weigh that down with. Alright, right here. Alright, guys, I thought I had I thought I had everything I needed ready. Sorry, like I said, I'm low energy today. I'm down to drinking tea just so I don't get headaches from caffeine withdrawal, and it's not having the same effect. Y'all may not know this, but I hate cameras. I hate attention. I hate being looked at, and I hate being the center of focus for pretty much any occasion. So this is really awkward for me, and it usually requires a lot of caffeine to get myself psyched up and stuff like that. And I don't have any of those things that I usually use to get in front of the camera. So this is just me and my normal semi-depressed, somewhat scattered state. And we're just going to do the best we can with that. Let's find out who our first reading is for. 2. So if you strongly resonate with the number 2, or you have the initials B, K, or T. So 2 is the masculine sphere. It represents like structure, organization, compartmentalization, division of energies, that sort of thing. Just whatever, male energy aspects that you can think of. It all kind of falls under that. So if you're having issues in the masculine energy sphere, you might start seeing the number 2 a lot. Or if you strongly resonate with that number for any reason, or you have the initials B, K, or T, then this reading's for you guys. Four of Swords, B, K, T, or the number 2. You are withholding judgment. You are reserving your mental energy. You are waiting to make your mind up about something. Wheel of Fortune, something that's out of your control. You're waiting for fate to intervene before making up your mind about things. It's just something that you don't necessarily have influence over, and you're not entirely sure what you think of it yet. 10 of Swords, B, K, or T. Whatever suspicion you're having, whatever judgment you're withholding, you're right about it. 10 of Swords, usually I would read this as like a happy mind state, or general, like manifestation of mental energy. But in this case, with the 4 and then the Wheel of Fortune and then the 10, then whatever it is that you're thinking that you're withholding judgment on, you're right. Your thinking is what is going to manifest. Whatever you expect is what's going to happen. You have made the right call on this one, even if you haven't entirely made that call yet. You're withholding judgment because you feel like this might be out of everyone's control. It may be something that's just up to fate. It's not. You're right about it. Whatever it is that you think, you're going to see that. Or transversely, whatever it is that you're waiting for, when the moment is going to come, and then you're going to get whatever it is you're waiting for, and you're going to be very happy about it. I'm not getting that feeling from this. I feel like you're reserving your judgment on something, and you're going to be proven to be correct. So I'm just going to move on and do another one. I'm going to make this one short. This ain't going to be another 30-minute random readings, because I don't have that in me today, guys. We'll do 2 or 3 of these, and then we'll do a quick general reading. I didn't even want to get on in front of a camera today, I'm not going to lie. I've said all along since I started this that I will have videos out every 2 or 3 days, and today is day 3. So I am nothing if not a man of my word. Let's find out who the next one's for. 4. 4 is that pressure valve we talk about all the time. I'm not going into that spiel again. You guys should know it by now. If you're new people and you don't know it, go back and read some of my readings that I've posted, or watch some of my other videos. There's a good chance you'll come across it pretty quick. I talk about it a lot. So 4 is D, M, or V. So if you resonate with the number 4, or you have the initials D, M, or V, you or anyone in your life, it doesn't have to be all about you. It could be somebody else. If somebody else is on your mind, whatever. I don't know. So D, M, V, or the number 4. You are feeling pretty good right now. 10 of Cups. Manifestation of emotional fulfillment. Usually people read that as like joy or happiness, but the literal meaning of that card is the manifestation of emotional energy, which usually deals with fulfillment. So you're getting what you want out of life at the moment. D, M, or V. You have the 7 of Wands, inverted. So, having some anxieties about things. Doubting maybe your creativity, your fortitude. Wands is the fire suit, that's the soul energy. It's creativity, it's inspiration, it's fortitude is a word that we haven't come up with this a lot, but it's your soul is where the measure of your resolve is found. So fortitude definitely falls into the suit of fire. So things are good right now, but you're kind of having some anxieties about something. Two of Cups. That is the relationship card, folks. D, M, or V. So you're feeling good right now. This could be loneliness. Maybe you're feeling lonely. Dark night of the soul. Thinking about what would be fulfilling for your spirit. And a lot of the times that is companionship and connection. So D, M, or V would be looking for a new relationship opportunity to come along soon. I'm gonna move on. I think that's the best I can do. Things are good for you. You might be feeling a little lonely, maybe a little unfulfilled. Something's gonna happen to fix that soon, maybe. I don't know. I think that's the best I can do. I'm sorry, guys. I know these aren't my best work. Probably shouldn't even be putting this out, but here we are, and we're almost done, so we're gonna do it. Let's find out who our next reading is for. There's it. 1. So the number 1 is source energy. It represents the first sphere where generation occurs. Like generation as in things being created, brought into existence in an energetic form from nothingness. It's where order is made from chaos. And it also represents the initials A, J, or S. So number 1, A, J, or S. This is for you. Temperance. Inverted. Feeling a little off balance. A, J, or S. Things don't feel right now. I feel like things are off. And it's been the theme of this week for a lot of people. It was in the weekly reading. I've definitely experienced it this week a lot. 9 of Wands. So your subconscious is already kind of cooking up what you're going to do to fix things. Now that you're aware of the imbalance, now that you feel that things are off, you're going to have to address it. And you're already making plans to do that. Just not quite on a conscious level yet. 6 of Pentacles, inverted. So the reason that you're feeling off, A, J, or S, or the number 1, is that whatever it is that you were trying to do, whatever this idea, this dream that you imagined that has been on your mind, whatever you've been trying to manifest, it's not come out the way that you wanted. And it's time to admit that it's not working out like you thought. It's not working for you. You know, if you're feeling off, if you feel unbalanced, that means that there's something that's taking that energy from you. There's something causing that. There is no reaction without an initial action. So something's not right in your world, A, J, S, or the number 1, and you're gonna have to acknowledge that and maybe do something about it. You're kind of racking your subconscious, trying to find some reason for this feeling, when really it's as simple as just admitting that you're not happy with the way things are. And I know that sucks, because the moment you admit that, then the responsibility falls squarely on you to do something about it, which is why none of us ever want to admit that things aren't working for us, because then you got to make a bunch of changes and maybe hurt some feelings and step on some toes, and you got to do all that just for your own sake, which feels incredibly selfish and hard to do. And I get that, but you have to acknowledge that things are not right and it's affecting you. And whatever you need to do about that, it's something you're just going to have to figure out. Or live with the imbalance, which is always an option. It's a bad option. It's not one I would recommend. Don't do that if you can avoid it. But I don't know. Who am I to tell anybody what to do? So I wish you guys best of luck with that. We're going to do a quick general reading, and I'm going to call it quits. And I don't know, I'll post again Monday or something. So I'll just do a general reading. All this stuff out of the way. This one's for everybody. The High Priestess inverted. So feeling a disconnect with... No, actually, no, I'm wrong about that. I'm mixing up cards here. The High Priestess inverted means you need to put yourself out there more. Talk to people about the things that are affecting you. Open up to the people around you, especially those closest to you. The High Priestess usually is like a personal power card. It's time for yourself to recharge and reconnect with your energy and your more authentic expression. But in this case, inverted, it's the opposite of that. So, the Star inverted. I'm going to need another card on this one. This one's getting complicated. And the Seven of Pentacles. So, putting yourself out there and opening up more, but not getting that intuitive guidance. The star represents sort of like being pulled in a certain direction. I mean, it's a direct reference to the way ancient sailors used to navigate by the stars. So it's literally a guidance card. And opening yourself up and putting yourself out there the way you have, you sort of distance yourself from your power a little bit. And now you feel like you're not being guided in any direction or anywhere specifically. And you're starting to feel some anxiety about that. And the Seven of Pentacles, it's starting to enter your mind that you don't really know what you're doing right now. And that's an uncomfortable feeling for everybody. But that's where discoveries are made. You know, if you try what you've always tried, you get what you always get. And putting yourself out there, doing new things, it's scary, it's uncomfortable, it's awkward a lot. But it's also incredibly rewarding, and it's where you learn new things about yourself. So, you know, there's not always a right answer. You don't always have to be guided. You don't always have to know what you're doing. In fact, if you check out the occult library section of my channel, there's some videos by Robert Anton Wilson on developing a high tolerance of ambiguity. I would highly recommend. Just putting that out there. Seems to apply to this situation. Don't let anxiety get the best of you just because you're taking a risk and you're not really sure where to go with it. You don't need to always know. Sometimes it's okay to be in that reactive space. Sometimes you don't know until the moment that you know. And just don't throw away all the good work that you've done. You've put yourself out there, you know, even if it's not getting exactly what you expected out of it, even if you don't feel like you know where to go with it from here, don't get caught up in your own head about it, and don't overthink it to the point where you become an obstacle to yourself. Just, you know, anything worth doing is worth doing poorly. It's the theme of the day, guys. So whatever you're doing, just stick with it. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't doubt yourself too much. I know it's hard, believe me, but yeah, I don't know. I had a thought, and I don't now. So keep putting yourself out there, guys. Keep trying, you know. what was that old saying? I never failed. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work. And that's what you're doing. You know, if you put yourself out there and you don't get what you expected out of it, don't take that as a sign to just never try again. Keep going. Try something different. We're not meant to stay the same thing all the time forever. We're meant to change. We are dynamic beings. So do the best you can. Keep putting yourself out there. Keep trying. You guys, I know this wasn't my greatest video. I'm sorry for that. Like I said, I'm having some personal difficulties right now, and chief among them is lack of coffee, which is why I'm so low energy and having trouble focusing today. So if you guys could throw me a couple of donations, hit me up for a reading or something, that would be a big help. You can check me out on Facebook or Twitter at Real Blind Seer, Blind Seer Official on Instagram. There's links to everything down in the description. You can check that out while you're down there hitting the like button. And subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. That helps get my channel circulated more. Hit me up on social media. I'm everywhere, guys. I'm easy to find. So if you want a little personal advice, I'm happy to help you out with that. I really hope that you enjoyed my videos. I know these weren't my best work, and I do apologize. They're not always going to be great. If every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope this was helpful for at least one person, because then it's not wasted effort. I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you guys for tuning in. I hope to see you next time.